I've been watching everybody else's plan to pan videos, and I realized I don't think I did one for 2024. I have done it in years prior. I must have just completely forgotten to do it last year, but I do have a lot of products that I want to finish in 2025, so I thought I'd talk about those today. Later in the video, I'll also talk about some plans I have for a low buy strategy. I'm doing a no buy January as I have a new series that I want to start. So if you'd like to know more about that stuff, stay tuned for later. I'm going to begin by just talking about the products I'd like to finish this year. And I'm gonna start with eyeshadows. I don't want anyone to get too excited because I am not doing a Pan That palette series. I did not like the Pan That palette that I did with the Charlotte Tilbury quad, and that was only 4 eyeshadows and it took so long. I did eventually finish it, but I just don't really think the Pan That palette series, that sort of challenge, is for me, even though I love watching it. I'm so excited to see everybody's like palette reveals this year. So I'm not panning a palette necessarily, but I do have a handful of my oldest eyeshadow singles that I've set aside, and I have been reaching for them more in the last couple of months to see if they are shades that I could realistically reach for throughout the year of 2025. These are my 7 oldest singles, and these 4 shades here are Clionadh singles. They are beautiful, stunning. I love them, so I imagine I could finish all 4 of those this year just because I love using them so much. The mattes I'm less confident about because mattes just take me much longer to go through, and also these Clionadh shades are beautiful nail polishes. In fact, I'm wearing one of them as a nail polish today. I have a layer of the shade Filigree on my nails, and then I put Sun from What's Up Nails on top. This has a green gold glitter, and on the nails it kind of looks like a silver gold duochrome. It's very glittery and sparkly. It's so pretty. You can kind of catch a hint of the purple and the green in there, but it's a lot more subtle. I just love it. I think it's like such a beautiful wintry shade, kind of frosty but interesting. These work really well on their own as nail polishes, but I've been having a lot of fun mixing and matching different sparkly topper shades with the shadows. I don't do that all the time. I do it maybe 2 or 3 times a month. I'd like to do it more just because I've been enjoying having painted nails more than I ever have. I can't really do that with the matte shades, plus these are very pigmented, deeper colors that I don't like to wear too much of. So these 2 matte shades I'm not sure about. I'll of course reach for them as much as I can this year. If they're not finished, I'll just keep them. If I'm not sick of them, I'll try to finish them next year. But these 5 shades here, Colourpop Issues, Clionadh Prophecy, Arcana, Aqua, Vitae, and Filigree, I think those 5 I could realistically finish this year. Again, I'm not going to do updates for that like a Pan That palette series, but I will put in my calendar to do a halfway update. So I'll do an update on how these products are going in the middle of the year just to see if I'm on track to finish everything. But yeah, finishing eyeshadows is not the easiest thing in the world for me to do. It's definitely going to be a bit of a challenge. And speaking of a challenge, I have 4 lipsticks here. I'm just going to keep these in the rotation and reach for them as much as I can. I would love to be able to finish them by the end of the year. The reason I chose these is because these are my 4 oldest lipsticks. So I have Black Cherry from e.l.f. This is a really beautiful tinted lip balm. It's a little darker, has a bit of a burgundy tint to it. So it's not something I'll wear every single day. It doesn't go with every look I do, but it is still something that I could see myself wearing a lot. This is Walk of No Shame by Charlotte Tilbury. I love this. This is such a beautiful color, beautiful formula. I don't have a lot of it left, probably around the same amount as I do of the Black Cherry. And this is also my oldest shade. I wore this during my reception for my wedding back in 2021. So I've definitely had it for a number of years, and I would like to finish it, especially because I enjoy it so much. And then the 2 harder lipsticks, because I haven't worn them as much, are these Look of Love lipsticks from Charlotte Tilbury. Nude Romance is a peachy shade. It's in their Kissing formula, so it's a satin lipstick. And then Wedding Bells is from their matte formula, and this is a My Lips But Better type of shade. I really don't think I'm gonna have a problem wearing and enjoying all 4 of these products. I just want to make more of an effort to wear them even more this year with the hopes of finishing them before they expire. And I have one more lip product. It's a Lisa Eldridge gloss in the shade Muse. Beautiful everyday color, and I love it. I think it's a really, really beautiful, nourishing lip gloss. But it is my oldest gloss, and I would definitely like to finish this before it expires as well. I have 3 more lip products, and they're all lip pencils from NYX. They're very small. They're everyday nude colors for me. I wear lip liner every day, so I don't think this is going to be a problem at all. For reference, let me show you a full-size lip liner from NYX. And then these are the 3 that I'm trying to finish. The smallest one is Peekaboo Neutral. Only has like maybe 1.5 inches of product left. I also have Mauve, which is one of my favorite shades. As soon as I finish this, I'm going out and purchasing another one. And then this one that has a little more product left in it is Natural. I've just had these in my collection for years. I have shown them a lot of love. I'm going to show them a little bit more love and hopefully finish them in 2025. And for reference, I'm wearing Peekaboo Neutral on my lips along with the Milani Glossy Balm in the shade Moi. My last 3 products are cream blushes. They are 3 of the oldest cream blushes in my collection. This is Beverly Hills from Merit. It's a cream blush that used to be domed, but I've kind of flattened it out by now. I don't really know how much product I have left in this. I don't know what it looks like once you start digging in. I don't think this one's gonna be a problem because it's like a really easy everyday blush. I'm wearing it today. The other 2 are more pigmented and I think they have more product left, so they will likely be a little bit harder to finish. These are the M Cosmetics Color Drops Serum Blush in the shade Rose Milk. And then I have a mini of the cream blush from Tarte in the shade Pink Sky. This one has more peach in it. This one has more of a plum mauve color. Once the Merit one is gone, I'll likely start focusing on the Tarte one first, just because there is a chance it will dry out faster being in a pan like this. But I also don't think there's that much left in the Milk one. We'll see. If I can get all 3 of them done this year, that would be awesome. But I think the Tarte one is probably going to take quite some time, even though it's a mini, which is awesome. And I do have a full face of minis if you'd like to see that. I did that a couple years ago, but that was really fun. And it featured a lot of Tarte minis in there. So that's 16 products. I think I'll organically finish more products than that this year, but those are the ones that I really do want to make sure I'm focusing on. Now let's talk about how I'm going to be approaching purchases, or at least for like the first half of the year, to see if it works. I'm definitely doing a no buy in January. I don't need any makeup right now. I can wait a month and kind of just pause and catch my breath. With purchases, I kind of want to do a 1 in, 1 out type of situation. So I'd like to finish a product before I bring a new one in. And I mentioned in my 2024 empties video that I want to make sure I'm focusing on my oldest lip products, my oldest eye products. In general, I really like where my collection is right now. There are a few categories that maybe are bigger than I would like. And of course, there are a few things out there on my wish list, but I don't need them right now. I can certainly wait. And in the meantime, I would like to make sure I'm enjoying what I have. And that brings me to my series idea. So I did a chopping block video last year. That chopping block series was so beneficial. I love doing it, and I seem to get good feedback on it as well. And so that's something I'm going to continue doing in 2025. And in that video, I'll feature 10 products that are either new to me or I haven't really had a chance to work with yet, or maybe I don't love them and I want to try to find other ways to make them work. And then after a few weeks, I will come back on camera, give a more thorough review of each of those products, show you if I liked them, how I like to wear them. The goal will be to try to make everything work, find something to like in all of those products, and then bring 10 more products in and do it all over again. So please stay tuned for that. Wish me luck on these plan to pan products. Some of them are going to be very difficult, especially because I'm trying to finish multiple things from the same category. I feel very confident. I feel good about it. I think maybe that's just my New Year optimism. Everything feels achievable and doable. And like I said, I will be sure to include in my schedule a plan to pan update video in June so that I can give you a halfway update to see if I'm still on track to reach all these goals. But in the meantime, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!